The Coliseum!
The Coliseum!
What do we do?
What do we do?
Execute!
Execute!
Are you not entertained? The Coliseum! Is this not why you're here?
Execute!
What's going on, Cranksters? Welcome again to our Scalp and Chill during this beautiful evening. I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening, morning, nighttime, whatever it might be, wherever you're at. We've had some beautiful price action, absolutely beautiful price action with the USDT dominance and Bitcoin price action. And we're going to be going over that this evening for us. Maybe we just might be able to catch ourselves a couple of scalps. I've been really excited. We've been inside of the Coliseum and the Telegram, and you know what? We had a almost $100,000 trade. We locked in 50K. I'm still sitting inside of this. Still sitting inside of this trade. Still sitting inside of a couple of different trades. As a matter of fact, I did take the first. I took a long earlier. I got to decide what I'm going to end up doing with this this trade here, but we're sitting at about a $2,600 loss. I'm scalping this. You know what, man? I was doing some quick little honeydews. Man, and I was watching this, and I was up a little 2-3 grand, and then down 2-3 grand, and then, you know, then I was down almost 6 grand, and now we're kind of recovered. So I think I might end up closing this one out. I'm still inside of the Bitcoin short. We're still in the Bitcoin short. We're up about $20,000 on that next trade there. But you know, the best thing to do, especially when we have some sideways action, is to scalp. When Bitcoin is undecisive and when Bitcoin is in an accumulation phase, and you know, a lot of traders have a hard time right now because a lot of people are saying, oh, this price action fucking sucks. Well, to us in the Coliseum, when we have sideways accumulation on USDT dominance as well as Bitcoin, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful price action. And so again, guys, we could see this has just been a very, to some, a very choppy market. But you know what? We can obviously see that outside of this big move down and this V-shaped recovery, we absolutely have great price action. I mean, literally, we have been trapping, okay? We have been trapping all of the longs. We've been trapping all the, all the longs up here, all the shorts down here. But overall, we have beautiful price action that just continues. And so for those, especially inside of the Coliseum, this is our bread and butter. This is exactly what we're looking for. What's going on, Henro? It's great to see you, man. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Yeah, great price action, man. In all reality, folks, it only takes a little bit of education, a little bit of market structure, you know, a good coach, a good system, and you know what? You have to trade the price action that you have, not the price action that you want. Fortunately for the scalping method and USDT dominance to Bitcoin, this is exactly what we are looking for. And so again, I'm inside of this long right now. I also have the big head short. We have $1 million long. Let's see how that plays out over the time. And then, you know what, let me log in real quick. We also have a $6 million short on this. So give me just a second. I'll log in and I'll show you guys here. We have a $6 million short. Let's see how this one's going to play out. You know, we're still sitting in some good profit here. About 14K. So 14K right now, and it's just running. So it's looking pretty good. Unless we come popping up here. I will close this trade out because again, if we pop up here, I'll end up making, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on the other trade on the long. You know, if we dump back down here towards 62.8, which I think we're actually going to 61.5, and we'll go over this. 61.5 will be about 200 grand. You know, if we get down towards even, you know, 62.8, let's look at this real quick. 62,800. We'll end up making close to 80 grand. Some nice, big, fat trades. But you know what, guys? It only belongs to those who pay attention. And every single day in the Coliseum, we specifically talk about our strategy, which is scalping, our structures, okay, which is our ranges, our triangles, our parallel channels. We have to maintain discipline throughout those structures, or you're just going to be gambling. You're going to just be literally, you are gambling. And I'm here to tell you, Don't do it on day trading with futures markets and leverage. Fuck that. You guys are working so hard for your money with your jobs that you know what? You deserve it to yourself to have a fighting chance to actually multiply that money, make some money when you actually put it on the exchange. But it all comes from a good coach, a good system, and massive discipline. So with that being said, if you're not already part of the Coliseum, make sure to get inside of the Coliseum. Get inside of the Telegram. Surround yourself with hundreds of other traders that are learning the strategy. A lot of disciplined traders, as well as senior traders that have been with me for over 2 years. Shout out to all of the cranksters. The Coliseum isn't built from just new people, whales, intermediates, advanced, beginners. It's designed for all of us. It is free, but you know what? I tell this to everybody. Do not believe anything you hear and nothing of what you see unless you back test it yourself. When I talk to you guys and I say that, you know what, cranksters, you're working your ass off and you're putting this money towards, at risk on a crypto exchange, and you're wanting to day trade, you better start back testing everything you hear and everything you see. Otherwise, you know what? Everyone's full of shit, man. And so I encourage, back test me, back test your favorite traders out there. Because again, most of us that are real traders, we're not call groups. Okay, we're instructors. We teach. We actually day trade for a living. And so, yeah, make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you absolutely do your due diligence. And so with that being said, we're going to jump right into the Scalp and Chill. We start off every single Scalp and Chill with Diddy Girl. And what is that if you're a first-time comer? You know, you go into your trading view, you go into USDT.D, which is USDT dominance, tether dominance in the crypto market. You click on that. We then can find our range. You go to a 20-minute, and we can clearly see that on a 20-minute, we have clear tops. All right, we have tops here. We have tops here. Exclude the one big pop, because again, here and here, right? And then we go right back to resistance again. So we have multiple resistance here, multiple times. Now, when we also look at the bottoms, we could say that every single time that USDT dominance gets up to these tops, right? We then say, what is Bitcoin doing? I've showed you so many times that USDT dominance is so perfectly inversely correlated, that when USDT dominance dumps, and we were to look at Bitcoin, right? Let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. We also go to the 20-minute, and we could see that as we've been climbing up, this is almost absolutely identical. So again, we could see here, through here, through here, multiple tops, multiple bottoms. Well, look, and again, when I talk about this education, simple trading is the best trading. Let's go here. Let's look at the date and time. July 4th, 2026. Let's also go to July 4th, 2026. When we had the accumulation range right here, look at this. This was a top. This was a bottom. We came up, right, as we came down. So when I say they're perfectly inversely correlated, look at this. It's real simple. USDT dominance takes a drop. Bitcoin takes a pop. The moment USDT dominance got the pop, came right back to the resistance, because how do we know it's resistance? What is resistance? What is support? They are reactions. They are reactions from the tops and the bottoms, okay? Tops and bottoms are entries. It's very simple, okay? So again, when we look at this and we say USDT dominance, we're at a top, falls down, because you can see the trend was down, right? The trend was up on Bitcoin. The moment we came down to a support and we popped, Bitcoin topped. Boom. We then go on a sideways accumulation again, because why? We're at the top, are we not? We're at the top of resistance. Sideways trading, we dump. Sideways trading, we pump. Look at this. Again, guys, this is straight alpha. You do not need to overthink day trading. You don't need 5,000 fucking altcoins. You don't need 10 different projects. All you need is USDT dominance, BTC.USDT USDT, or I'm sorry, BTC USDT.P for perpetuals. The largest trading fucking pair in the world is going to be Bitcoin versus Tether. Okay? And so again, look at this. We come back up to the top of the range. We come down to the bottom of the range. The moment we pop, we dump. Boom. Boom. Fake out. Fake out. Drop. Pop. We pop again, right back to resistance. Why do we know it's resistance? Because it's done it multiple other times. Has it not? I'm walking you through this, guys, and this is how I day trade and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars, tens of dollars, whatever I'm trading with, whether it's my $50,000 account, the $1 million trades, $6 million trades, whatever it might be. This is exactly how I trade every single day. Again, look. Down again, pop. Down again, pop. Oh, we popped. Oh, look, it's too perfect, guys. It's too perfect. And so really, when I say that you must stick to the discipline, you must stick to the structure. I just showed you how to find the structure all within our 20-minute. Now, here's the thing. Yes, we look at 20 minutes for scalping. We also will be looking at the 5-minute because as we zero in to these price actions, as we come in to the resistance, we execute based off of the 1 and the 5-minute. Oh, it's coming up to resistance, guys. I'm getting ready to fire off this trade. I'm going to take it. Boom. We take it. Look at USDT dominance is dropping. Bitcoin's popping. If I go over to my long right now, right? Let me go ahead and log out of this account. I bet you we're getting ready to pop. We're going to make a few $1,000s off of this trade. Let's log in real quick. Let's get some music started. But again, this is straight alpha. Trading is one of the hardest things in the world. Probability states that you are going to lose. You are going to lose because you're a natural gambler. Well, you're a natural gambler just by being born this way, but it takes a lot of work, discipline, patience, responsibility, right, to become a winner. And if you want to win in day trading, you absolutely have to have a strategy. Now, scalping is not for everybody, right? There's some people that are scalpers, some people are swing traders, some people that are intradays, ranges, whatever it might be. But you know what? I can tell you one thing, that when we talk about a strategy, wherever it might be, everybody's got the same structures, whatever style of trading you're going to be trading. But you know what? The discipline makes all the difference, because here's the thing. Every one of your favorite traders that is a full-time day trader, whether they went to college, became a trader, went into the banking, finance world, they all bend a knee to discipline. And this is what day trading is all about. Discipline. You are not doing it for the money. You are maintaining your discipline throughout your strategy, throughout your structures, all right, throughout the education, and you follow through and you do not deviate. You do not deviate, okay? So again, I'm going to log in here. Let's take a quick look at this. Let's see what the long's looking like. Look, we're barely just break even on this. This was a shitty entry, man. Like I said, I was doing some honeydews. I was watching this, and I'm going, you know what, brother, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't even mind just closing this out. We had some nice trades, really nice trades. We have been on fire, absolutely on fire. We've taken this account from $30,000 to almost $60K. I took $10,000, put it in the piggy bank, but I had a little $3,500 loss, $4,700 win today. This is all today's price action, plus 2,300, 4,700, 3,500. We had a $6,000 loser, 1,800, 940, 2,000, 1,100, 1,500, 1,000. And again, this is all doing exactly what I'm talking to you guys. Literally just same strategy, USDT dominance to Bitcoin. And we're just absolutely killing it, guys. Look at this. Absolutely killing it. Nice big runs, consistency, all of the same things. You can obviously see that I get a little overconfident whenever I have a nice big run, that I even got to notice. I even have to notice that I might take a little bit of diggers. Do you see what I'm saying? So even me, your boy Crank, man, I have to dial it back in, get back to reality. Because look, if I'm making $5,000, $6,000 a day and I'm taking a $3,000 hit, but all my trades are normally $1,500 to $4,000, doesn't work. It's all about consistency. See, unacceptable here. I'll even tell you, $6,000 unacceptable. But you know what? Back to back, right after this loss, fucking won it back, Do not revenge trade. That's not a strategy. Oh, brother, I'm going to revenge trade. I'm going to go ahead and get it back. I got to make everything that I lost back and I put on the exchange. My wife, my partner, whatever I might be is going to hate me. I better just go ahead and revenge trade. Not a strategy. You're going to get fucked. Not a strategy. You are going to get fucked, okay? A strategy is exactly the way we're talking about, whether you're going to be a swing trader, a day trader, intraday, or a scalper, right? We maintain our structures, and you do the same thing, brother. Laurent Fontaine. You know what I'm saying? We do the exact same thing every single day, and that's the only thing. That's the only way that this shit works. That's the only way that this works, guys. And so again, beautiful trades. I've already walked through how to do it. We do it every single day. We go over to the Diddy Bitty Tango, USDT dominance. We go over to Bitcoin, perpetuals. You match them up, you sync them up on the 20. We execute in the 5 and the 1 minute. And this is our exact strategy on how we scalp. Okay? So let's see what kind of price action we can get into. I'm already in a couple of trades. I might just close out this shitty long right here. I took it originally, man, and you know what? I had it from right here. It popped, was up almost 2-3 grand. I should have locked it in. Absolutely should have locked it in, and now we're playing around right here. Let's see if we come up to the top of the range. Now, here's the thing about maintaining the strategy and the structure, right? This is considered mid chop chop, right? Why do we call it mid, right? In the middle, chop chop. The better trades, and we're trying to play great probabilities, are the tops and the bottoms. Tops and the bottoms, not mid chop chop. So you know what? I say that, and I'm currently sitting inside of a mid chop chop trade, right? I had it on the dip. I was in the win. I should have locked it in. I was doing a couple of honeydews, you know what I mean, around the house, enjoying my day. And you know what? Again, the better trades, you're always looking for higher probability trades. Always. You can't predict the future. You don't know where the price action's going. All we can do is we can say, you know what? Every single time USDT dominance, old Diddy girl, comes up to resistance, we get rejection, rejection, rejection. We are not in a point action. Every single time, Bitcoin's coming down to this support, bounce, support, bounce, support, bounce. These are higher probability trades against USDT dominance. And so again, you don't need to overtrade. You don't need to overdo it. Be patient. Set your alarms. Set it to where, you know what? USDT dominance comes up to the top. Boom, it's time to start looking at Bitcoin. USDT dominance comes down to the bottom. It is time to start paying attention, because if it's coming down to the bottom, it's time to start shorting Bitcoin. Do you understand? Do you understand, Cranks? Do you feel me? I'm just telling you, all right? So again, I'm inside of these trades right now. We've been on a hot streak. I don't know what other trades I could be taking right now, brother. Ooh. You like that, Laurent Fontaine? It's good to see everybody, man. It's been a great day. Like I said, we smacked out on the almost $50,000. I locked in 50 grand on that one trade. We still have almost 14K if this thing dumps again. I have a feeling, you know, I'm going to hold this short. I would like to get it a little higher. I'm well rested, so I'll probably end up, paying attention to this. Maybe we get a bounce up into here, and I can get a better short. Let's look at some macro TA real quick, because again, if we go out to the 2 hour here, we could see that we don't have any strong momentum waves to the upside. On the 2 hour, on the 1 hour, you can see clearly. If you guys don't, shout out to Market Cypher, shout out to Crypto Face. I just talked to Face, man. We were texting. It looks like I'll probably be going on his stream next week, maybe next week on Wednesday. I'll be going on his stream and talking to one of the mentors, man. You know, shout out to Crypto Face and Market Cypher. And Bitcoin right now, momentum waves have been really, really, really weak to the upside. Yes, and these moves are happening with low volume. Look at this. These moves are happening with low volume. And we can clearly see that price action coming down, money flows coming down. Let's also look at the daily. You know, on the daily, we can see here, momentum's just getting started. Money flow is kind of flat, still deep into the red. I do like on the daily, when we came down here, okay, I do like this bullish divergence. We can see, obviously, clear bullish divergence. As price was coming down, momentum was getting stronger, okay? I do like seeing this. We have very, very, very tight RSIs right now. Now, here's the thing. As far as why we're getting a clear rejection, Bitcoin is playing on a local golden pocket. Now, I say local because some people like pulling the fibs from the highs to the lows here. Excellent way to do it. Excellent way to do it. If you're going to be macro trading, I'll call it macro trading, but you guys know me. I don't sit on my ass. You know what I mean? I like, you know what? I like me some good price action. I'll trade the same price action that everybody else does at 60K, but I just wait for the day that it comes, and I'll trade in thousands and hundreds because we can make lots and lots of money scalping doing this. And so, again, the real reason why Bitcoin is obviously getting a clear rejection up into the zone, instead of pulling that fib level, you know, from these highs to this lows like this, which our target would be up towards 73 to 74K, we then pull it from this high to this low. And what do you know? Absolutely playing out beautifully is this local golden pocket at 64. Other than, look at all these candle bodies. Look at all these candle bodies, excluding the wick, right? Yes, we did wick up. But all of these candle body closes on the daily have respected, okay, the 0.65. Now, I have back tested this. Crypto loves to absolutely wick. If you guys would like to see my fib levels, this is what I do. I have the 382. I have the 0.618, which is our golden pocket. And if you were to like look at ChatGPT or Claude or whatever it might be, whatever AI system you're using, a true golden pocket is between, not at a 618, it is between a 0.618, 0.65. Okay, so this is the money. This is money shots right here, guys. This right here, money shots. Look at this. Every single time. Every single time. Look. Every single time. Here's our golden pocket. This is why if we were to take this one away, this is just the move from here to here. Got the retracement. We absolutely longed this for the bounce. Boom. Pull the fib from here to the top. Boom. Came directly in. Beautiful, 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 beautiful price action. We can now see this fib level came up. Clear rejection. Now, what I'm looking for, because I'm short, okay, is if all of these fibs are being respected, I am now going to pull a fib from this high to this low, and I would like to see $60,000 retested. I would like to see something like this, right? If we know that this from here to here, we bounced on the golden pocket, boom, and then continue down, we just got the next bounce. This was the golden pocket to the upside, right? We got the rejection here at the candle bodies. We now want to see Bitcoin come down to here. And then we can maybe try to swing all the way up to the top of 73 to 74. And then 73 to 74 right here. And then we pull the fib on the higher time frames, different price action right in there. This is the way I do it. This is how I've back tested it. I've done it 1,000 times. All right, I've done it 1,000 times. This works. Simple trading is the best trading. And again, when we look at market cipher, we could obviously, momentum is just getting started. Be prepared if we do see this pullback, because as of right now, cranksters, we are obviously seeing lower high, lower high, lower high. We want $60,000. Boom. And then you take out all of these shorts here, 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 and we get up towards that $73,000, $74,000, which again is that macro golden pocket right up at the top. This is the price action that you would want to see if you're doing swing trades, right? If you're doing swing trades, you want this thing to pull back. Otherwise, you need to be short in this. Point blank, I am short from this macro golden pocket. I just showed you guys I have a $6 million short here. I will proudly take the loss. You guys know I will. I'll show it to you. I don't give a fuck, man, if it's 2%, 3%. We make 2%, 3%. We lose 2%, 3%. All right? So here we go. Again, this is the price action that we're looking for. Now, we go out to the weekly. We can see, we go out to the weekly. I still believe, I do not think that the bottom is in. I do not think that the bottom is in. It is too early to be calling that. The only price action that has not been swept. Here's the thing. As we take out all of this liquidity, we had it here, we had it here. Look, this move down, took them all out. We're currently this move here, all the liquidity here, took them out. I want to see 50,000, at least $50,000 get swept. Okay, right down into here. Now, going back to macro fib levels, again, if we were to pull that fib from this low to the high, 15.5 up to 126, you can see we are obviously sitting, and we did touch it. We did touch it. We did touch this golden pocket at the 618 at 58,057K. We absolutely touched it. It's just, for me, I would like to see just a little bit, sweep this liquidity, eat these guys up right here, just a little bit more. We sideways trade, and then we can get on out of here. Now, I know that some good analysts out there are still calling for, you go to the 3-week, they're still calling for something like this, man. They're calling for something like this. Right down at $35,000. I don't know. You know what? I'll leave it up to CT. I'll leave it up to CT to call the tops and the bottoms. I don't give a fuck. And neither should you. You know what? If you're an investor and you're looking at Bitcoin and you're saying, you know what? I've been investing in Bitcoin since they were, $3,000, way down in here, $3,000. As of right now, we can honestly say that you're definitely not buying a top. We're down 53 to 50%. We're down 50% on the asset. If you have a long-term time horizon, you're down 50%. So if you're saying, you know what, I'm going to buy some spot Bitcoin, I think that, this is a good buy zone, 40s, 50s, 60K, and you're happy with that. I agree. I 100% agree with you. As for swing trading, because I want to take 200K in margin, pure cash at 7x leverage, 7 to 10x leverage, and I would absolutely love to take this 50K all the way up to at least 160, 160 to 200K or whatever it is. That way 200K ends up turning into millions and millions of dollars. I can't wait. This is the trade that I'm looking for. This is the trade that, in our world, we call them MM crypto. We want to MM crypto this bitch. I want to hold this thing through the next rally. And but you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Otherwise, I will just scalp this thing all the way through. Okay? I will just be scalping it all the way through. And so let's read some of the chats and do some shout outs. Laurent Fontaine, the 786 is located at 39, so who knows? If Biddy doesn't hold 54, we could get mega discount BTC, absolutely. Shout out to one of my mods. What's up, Gates? Laurent Fontaine, what's going on, Jagger? What's going on, Viking Steve? We got our boy Lou, BB8, BLB. Thank you guys for joining me. What's going on, Cannon? D. Parker, what's going on, Henro? It's good to see you guys. It's good to see everybody. And so again, I'm not a big macro TA, guys, because here's the thing, is that I know I will trade the macro TA when that price action finally comes to me. When 60K came to me, we longed it. When, 84K came to us and we got the nice big bounce, we shorted it. If we come down to 50, we'll trade that price action when that price action finally comes to us, because otherwise you're sitting on your ass and you're not trading. In the Coliseum, we are scalping. We are using a 1-hour time frame, a 20-minute time frame, executing on the 1 and the 5 minutes. We're using USDT dominance to perfectly inversely correlate to Bitcoin, and we're executing based off of that with great risk management. We're also using our stop losses, break of structure. We're getting out of these trades. And so, you know what, guys? I'm really excited. I'm really excited right now for the Cranksters, because you know what? This is where you need to be going into this next bull run. One of my famous words that I say is lock it in. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in so many fucking times that it is undeniable. Do not feel like you miss price action when you scalp, because there's always another trade. It sucks, man, having a swing trade and then you miss 60K and you're at 65K and you didn't take it. You know what? It's poison. It's poison, guys. There's a lot of price action to trade. A lot. Okay? So when we look at this, and Bitcoin's clearly getting the rejection, let's look at our short real quick. I think I just want to be honest with you guys, I want to close this long. I would be happy just closing it. Well. Let's get back over to our short. Hold on, we get this 2FA, this TUFA. Yeah, we're sitting pretty good. We're sitting pretty good on the shorty right now, man. Coming down, we're still up another 16K. Let's see, man. Let's see if this thing can bust on down here. You know? Let's see if we can at least come down here to like 63K. What do we make at least 63? About 68 grand. Another 68 G's. Or are we going to break on out of here? Some nice trades. Let's look at ETH real quick. I don't think I have any other gunpowder. Let's see. I got about 4 grand we can jump on. You know, look at ETH. Same thing. It's just totally lined up. Same thing as Bitcoin, man. These two are perfectly correlated as well. Same pattern. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Identical. You want to trade Bitcoin, you look at USDT dominance. You want to trade ETH, you look at Bitcoin. Real simple. Real simple, cranksters. Looks like the short's playing out nicely. Be nice if this thing just completely dumped, huh? This thing dumped all the way down here. I'm telling you, 61.5. I hate moon math. 61.5, 200K be the biggest trade, single trade. You think Bitcoin's coiling up? That'd be, yeah, BLB. That'd be crazy. You know, it's holding here. You can obviously see that, you know what? Bitcoin is absolutely coiling up here. Let's see what's going to happen. Yep, short's playing out nice. We're up almost 20 grand, 20 G's. Yep, that's the thing, man. That's the other thing that I've been looking at. If we go over here to USDT dominance, you're absolutely right. You know what? I would want to see USDT dominance pop right up in here and Bitcoin's coming down. We get this pop right up in here. Oh, brother. Ooh. Absolutely. We get this pop on USDT dominance up to the top of this range again. Bitcoin is coming way down here again at 62.6, so we'll make a quick 100 G's. Yeah, trade's looking good. Trade's looking real nice. We'll probably keep the stream right around 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'm going to take my family out for some dinner. The other thing, too, I'll be live all tomorrow morning. Be live tomorrow morning in the Telegram. We'll be doing some more scalps. I hope that makes sense, guys. One thing about me is that I don't trade a bunch of altcoins. You know, I don't trade a bunch of altcoins, man. I don't, no, man. I size up. I look at, Bitcoin and USDT dominance. I don't need anything else. I don't need any more risk in my life, you know? And what I am certain about is that that there's plenty of good price action on Bitcoin. Once you understand the power of leverage, you know, if you're trading with $1,000, you know, 20, 30 bucks, 20, 30 bucks. If you're trading with, you know, $5,000, 300. If you're trading with 10 grand, same thing. If you're trading with 100 G's, man, 3,000, 3,000, locking it in. You have to lock it in. You know, shorts looking pretty good. Nice. I have to jump. Thanks for the stream, Crank. Have a good night. Viking Steve, I hope you have a wonderful night. You know, based off of a scalp, I'm swing trading this. You know, we got some nice trades already. We're already up 2-3%. Quick 23,000, 20 G's. What's going on, Rudo? Good to see you. Great to see you. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go follow Rudo, another great analyst, great full-time trader. Yeah, we're inside of this scalp right now. Let's see if it turns into a swing. You know, to be honest with you, I could probably close this thing, lock in 20 grand, and then ride it on the way up. Oh, it's 3 a.m. for you, brother. Oh, there we go. Look, let's see if this thing dumps, man. Yeah, you guys make sure to go follow Rudo. We are up $22,000 on the long, and we're down about $3,300 on the, or we're up $22,000 on the short, and we're down about $3,300 on the long. Grateful Dabs, frog time. And again, the whole point why I took the trade is because, look, resistance, support, resistance, resistance. I took it from here, and I said, you know what? Let's see if this thing drops again, man. Let's see if this thing drops again. If it doesn't, I'm inside of the long. We'll ride it all the way up in here. Let's see if Bitcoin ends up getting a, you know, another higher high. Something like up into here, like 65, 64. If it does, then we'll kill it. We'll kill it on that trade, on the long. And we could probably lock this in. I could probably just lock in quick 16 G's, 14 after my fees or something. But I'm inside of that long too, man. I got $1 million long. So we have $7 million worth of open positions right now. 7 mil. 7 mil worth of open positions. At the same, right on, Cannon. Nice. Maybe. Let's see, man. Quick little sweep. I'm gonna, you know, I gotta be honest with you guys. I could even close this out, because if we do get this pump, man, I'll short the shit out of this. And if we catch something like this from here to here, ooh, brother, ooh. This would be a fatty, man. This would be an absolute fatty. And it does look like it's kind of coiling up. That's why I'm both long and short right now, guys. Money is money, Laurent. Money is money, guys. Cannon, absolutely. Money is money. You guys got to respect the money. You know what? We're up 2% right now. I always tell everybody 2-3%, 2-3%. I was going to let this ride out. You know what? It's kind of crazy that we came down quick V-shaper. Yeah, man. You know what? I really thought with the news, you know, they said no deal, no Iran deal or whatever, Iran deal. I thought this thing was going to just plummet, dude. And I'm like, let's go, boy. Let's go. Look, this thing's probably coming up. So watch. Let's just do this real quick here. We can lock in a quick 15 G's because I'm still inside of the other long here. We'll just mark it out of this bitch. We can get back in it. Look, we got another 13 G's. We did yesterday. It was another 20. Watch if this thing. So we just locked in that trade. I don't mind locking it in, guys, because I do think if this thing pops, I'll catch a. I'll short the shit. Yeah, I was gonna throw it in reverse. I was gonna throw a fat long, dude. Do the same $6 million long. Do a quick $6 million long. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the trades. Remember, I'm still inside of the other long too. I'm still inside of the other long. We're down about $2,600, but again, we just locked in another 13 racks, another 13 G's. Let's see, 63,760. We're up another $3,000 on the long. $4,000. Already set the limit order. Watching USDT dominance right now. USDT dominance coming down. Boom, USDT Diddy girl coming down. We're gonna get a nice big pop on Bitcoin. Let's see what happens. We can keep just locking it in, guys. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Just keep watching these two. You don't need anything else. Just literally look at USDT dominance and Bitcoin. That's it. We take this out right in here, man. We're coming way down here, and Bitcoin's going to get a good pop. Now, we can honestly say that USDT dominance has been riding down. Tried to do it, came up to resistance, rejection. Try to do it again. We're putting in these lower highs. Bitcoin right now, we're putting in these higher lows. On the 20-minute, we have been putting in these lower highs, though. But we haven't come up at all yet. You know, BLB, it's wild how easy it is if you can maintain your discipline. Don't overtrade. Get in, get out, walk away, enjoy your day. You know, be active, be healthy, do all of these things, man. How disciplined can you be? How disciplined can you be? Be the most. I do both just there. I swing trade. I swing trade, dude. I swing trade. I scalp trade. I do it all, man. I do it all. Absolutely. This thing needs to dump. The only problem is me is I'll just get a little biased. I'll get a little biased. If I'm in a big fat short, I want it to go to 0. And if I'm in a big fat long, I need this. I need a Trump tweet, dude. I need something. Yeah, there's great strategies out there, but like you're saying, you know, mindset and discipline is the hard part for show. Absolutely, it is. That's the, you know, yeah, absolutely. Frog time. Just get signed up to zoomex. Real quick, shout out to zoomex. This is my trading partner. The only way you get into the Coliseum is by signing up to zoomex and locking in your VIP Tier 2 fees. I understand that new traders, whale traders, all traders, man, if you're going to be scalping, that you're going to be mauled. You're going to get mauled by trading fees. VIP Tier 2 is equivalent to VIP Tier 6 or 7 on all of your other major exchanges. Get signed up to zoomex, lock in your VIP Tier 2 fees. That's the only way to get into my Telegram. Click my Telegram link. It'll then take you on over to zoomex. You will sign up, enter in your UID, and then you get access to the Telegram. All right? Also, I run a whale service. If you are a whale doing $50 to $100 million in trading volume, reach out to me at vip@realcryptocrank.com. I can offer you something that nobody else can. But absolutely, man, you can trade. Now, listen here, Frog Time. Here's the thing. You know, here's the thing, man. If you're going to trade with $100, you need to be making $2, $3, $2, $3, $2, $3. You know, how much money do you expect to fucking make with $100? Well, I'm going to tell you. And you better have your expectations. And this is, I don't know what everybody's trading with. I don't give a fuck what you're trading with. I will never knock a trader for putting their money where their mouth is, whether it's $100, 10,000, 100 grand. If you're putting your money where your mouth is and you're executing, that's what the Coliseum is all about, execution. We are executional traders. All right? All right? Yeah, man. So if you're trading with a couple thousand, then you should be making, you know, if you trade with $2,000, you know, 40, 80 bucks, 40, 80 bucks, 40, 80 bucks a trade. Discipline. Absolutely, Frog Time. Absolutely. You know what? I've done multiple times where I've taken $5,000 to 20 grand in a week, just scalping. Couple $100, couple $100, couple $100. You do that 5, 6, 7 times a day, brother. Ooh. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see what old Bitcoin's going to do here. What's going on, Victor? Brother, ooh. The ETH King, baby. The ETH King. Yeah, just you got to have, brother, ooh. You got to have great, expectations, man. Patience. You know what I mean? You got to have great expectations, man. If you're trading with a couple grand, dude, $2,000, you need to be making 50 to 80 bucks a trade, man. Again, 1, 2, 3%, 1, 2, 3% patient. You guys got to remember, if you're not a full-time day trader, you can't have any expectations on when you're going to be successful. But if you take it day by day by day by day and do the same thing every single day, you will learn discipline. You will start to see strategy. You will start to learn structure. Same thing every day. And if you stop thinking, oh man, I want to be a day trader, I need to quit my job. I need to quit my job. Don't think that way. Don't, brother. Don't think that way. Think, how disciplined can I be today with my strategy, my structure? How well can I execute based off of the education that I'm learning? And I'm telling you, as you do that, you will start hitting these win streaks like this. You will start absolutely killing it. All right? You got to do it every single day. Where the hell's Terry? Terry needs to do something about this shitty PA. Put it in reverse, Terry. Yeah, guys. Cranksters, are you cranksters? Can you hear me? You know what I mean? It's got to be this way, guys. You got to do it, man. This whole, you guys should go back. The video is going to be an hour long. We match up USDT dominance to Bitcoin. We trade strictly based off of that. And You don't deviate. You want to do this, you want to make money, then don't, I'm on a fucking mission this year. I don't care about yesterday's trades. If I'm blessed to live tomorrow, then you know what? I'm going to do the exact same thing tomorrow. But I'm on a mission, December 31st of 2026. We've had a couple of $150,000 days. We've had a couple of few $100,000 months. You know what? Who cares? We've had a couple of, $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 losses. You know what? It all averages out as long as you stick to the strategy, the structure, the discipline, and you execute. Same thing every single time. All right? Every single time, cranksters. Don't fuck this up, dude. One thing that I can honestly tell you, you know what? In the Coliseum, you will get the exact same treatment every single day. You don't hear me deviate. You don't hear me say anything else. We don't do it. My traders don't do it. And if they do, they know better because they get right back into the Coliseum. They start reading this shit. And they remind themselves. Come on, Biddy. What are we doing, brother? Ooh. Can Bitcoin get a little pepperoni and queso or what? Or are we just going to dump? Let's get a little pepperoni and queso. Yeah, guys, we're gonna keep it short because, like I said, I'm inside of some of these trades. We just locked in 16 G's, right? We locked in 16. We locked in 13 grand yesterday, a little over 20s. I'm inside of the Bitcoin longs. Let's see if we can just get a little pepperoni and queso. Well, Nadia, I rewatched the first 30 minutes of this video. Remember, trend lines are a reaction. What's a reaction? All right. Well, you get a rejection or a bounce. That's the reaction. Those are entries. And when you have multiple touches to the top and multiple touches to the bottom, your trend line does not have to fucking be perfect. I pride myself because I look at my retarded lines. Everyone's like, well, dude, you drew this line right here and you have this big old thing. And I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck about this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the same trend line. I don't care about this. That is a trend to me. Every single time we touched here, we got a rejection, broke out one time. Okay, did it again. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Same thing. I don't have to overanalyze anything to have a trend line. We go over here to Bitcoin. You can do the same thing. Every single time Bitcoin has been touching just a tad bit higher high, boom. Rejection. I could drop from the bottom like I did on the others. Here, and here. Look. 1, 2, don't exclude. 3, 4, maybe 5. They don't have to be perfect. Don't overanalyze and overthink this. All right? Use USDT dominance as your guidance to trade Bitcoin. All right? We have clear trends. You can see if I drew this from right here to here, touch. See what I'm saying? You can go over here to the 1 hour. You can go out to the daily. At the daily, you can say, you know what? Boom. Lower high. Looks like Bitcoin's going to be putting in a lower high. Cool. Let's try to find some confluence. Why would we be getting rejected over here? Oh, Crank said that, you know what? The 0.65, 0.618. Let's go ahead and pull that from here to here. Oh, look. Not only do we have confluence for a lower high, but we're also in a macro golden pocket, local golden pocket. Oh, wow. That looks pretty good. You see what I'm saying? You can pull the fib levels from these lows to these highs. Oh, look. Oh. Crank said to pull the fib between the, the 0.618 and the 0.65. Well, what do you know? Not only did we come down here, but after we got this big pump here, oh, wow. it hit the golden pocket. I should probably take this trade. Look, it came back up again. Oh, we should probably take it because it did it here. We're going to get a good reaction. We take it here. Boom. Do you see what I'm trying to say? It's the same thing every single day, but you got to walk through the steps, but you got to have good education. You're going to get it in the Coliseum. Do you see what I'm saying? Laurent Fontaine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go back and watch this video, guys. We'll keep it short at an hour, so that way, you know what, everybody can rewatch it. It's worth putting it in your ear, following me through these charts, and absolutely dialing it in. Dial it in, man. And once you dial it in and you start learning and you start understanding, you can start executing, and then things start getting a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It starts becoming a lot of fun. And so, again, Cranksters, if you're having a hard time finding, you know, reactions, which are supports and resistance, which are entries, rewatch this video. Absolutely rewatch this video, okay? With that being said, we're going on. We got about a minute and a half. I'll keep it short, right at an hour, so that way I can close this out. We have some nice big trades already. I'm going to be sitting inside of some of these. I'll be watching, you know, over dinner and everything. That's the poison of being a full-time trader, man. You start watching these things at dinner. You try to get away. You know, start with a clean chart, and you can find some good confluence to take some good trades, Cranksters. With that being said, everybody have a wonderful night. I hope everybody stays safe. I love every single one of you guys. Yeah, peace out.
Who are we? Pranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum! What do we do? Execute! Are you not entertained? The Coliseum!